Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my Gunpla building stream. Hello! Okay, let me start by telling you how excited I am to be here building Gunpla with you today. What I'm actually really excited is just to see that people are getting into Gundam and Gunplas and just all of that in general. And that it's not just for the kits that we're building today, but also because they're bringing Gundam into the miniature world, which I'm very excited for. I've talked about this a little bit on, I think, some of our trader streams. But yes, Bandai is officially finally making a miniatures hex grid skirmish game with buildable on sprue minis of Gundams. And I'm so excited because one of them's Death Scythe. And I'm sure there must be a wing in there somewhere.
There is.
Oh, good. Okay, good. I haven't actually seen the wing miniature, but I assume it's there. And oh my god, I am going to build the fuck out of that. It's gonna be great. Hero Yui was my boy back in the day, and I love him to death. Relina can go throw herself off a cliff. You know, the one that she screamed for Hero to come kill her at. She can just do it for him and solve everybody's problems. It's fine. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me show you what I've built so far because I have been working on this since yesterday, and I've gotten some progress done. So I built the torso, as you can see. So one of the big causes of the push right now is the fact that Bandai just announced the new miniatures game as well as a new TCG that also uses those miniatures to represent your leader for how they're doing their particular format. Which seems to be very similar to the way that like the Dragon Ball Super and the One Piece card games seem to be doing it. I think that's a very just popular trend right now, especially for seemingly anime based card games. But it seems to be working for them because I like the One Piece card game. I've heard good things about the new DBZ or Dragon Ball Super, whatever whatever variation they are calling it now.
Fusion Reborn or
Fusion
whatever.
Reborn or yeah, whatever it's called. Um, and then the Gundam one looks really cool, and I'm very excited because the cards look neat. At least the foil like fancy ones do. I think the commons and all of that do seem to be mostly screenshots, but they do at least seem to be high def screenshots. So I think in the same way that when D&D or sorry, when Wizards of the Coast does some of the secret layers of say the ones that I got for Christmas, the D&D cartoon ones, which is kind of why I think I said D&D in the first place because I already had it in my mind. They obviously had somebody draw over those. It's done in the same style, but they were recolored and made high def. And I think they'll do the same thing with the screenshots is my guess, especially for the older series cuz like they're going back to OG and forward. So there's going to be a plethora of options, especially if you are a Gundam fan. Like there should be hopefully something cool for you to find and then play with. And I think that's what's been really doing the big push. I know Luis and a couple other people who've also really gotten into Gunpla have done videos on it or have been talking about it, sharing it on their socials. And so it could also just be a little bit of, you know, word of mouth, etc. People are seeing it, getting more exposed to it. It's always been very funny to me because I've been building Gundams not consistently, not cohesively, um, but throughout my entire life since I was like I would say 12 or 13. Um, and when I first got into miniatures, which came second for me, like I was into Gunpla first before getting into miniatures. As I've progressed in my like into the miniature hobby, there's so many things from the Gunpla side of the hobby that could be utilized on miniatures and vice versa as well. And it's really funny to me to see that finally actually happening on a mass level to where like the businesses are starting to overlap and try to sell to each other, etc. Because I feel like that was something that you just didn't see back in the day, and it's always sort of weird. In the same way that like scale models in Gunpla don't overlap a lot, and yet now they're starting to. Like I'm the IPMS group that I'm part of. One of the people that's in the group is on the board for the US like nationals or whatever. And they were like they've added new categories all focused on Gunpla. And so it's really cool to see those finally mixing. It's just very surprising to me that they didn't mix like, I don't know, 30 years ago or something. When honestly, when Gundam started being new in the US, I would have thought that like scale models at minimum would have latched onto that, you know? It's a Gundam! Yes, everybody scream that in chat. It's a Gundam! But anyway, so I have the torso built, I have the right arm built, and we have his beautiful, beautiful face built. I am using the stickers on this, so you can see some of those on there. I think I've done an okay job with placing them. The next one that I build, I actually don't think I'm going to use the stickers. I think I'm going to paint using some of the Army Painter like gem colored or the they're colored metallic paints. There's a nice green one that I think would match the green color of the gem and everything, and I think I might use that instead just to add a little bit of a honestly, I think this okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think the stickers look a smidge like I think they downgrade it looking. I'm trying to avoid saying that it makes it look cheap because I don't actually think it makes it look cheap, like because I feel like that's a negative connotation, but like it just I don't know, there's something about it that isn't as clean or crisp as I think paint would be. And so I want to try that in the future. But for this time, I'm going through and I'm just using all the stickers because it's been oh my gosh, when did I build that Zaku?
2 years ago?
Was it 2 years ago? Okay, I knew it was like 2 or 3 years ago.
It was in our second home, so.
Yes, you're right. It was in the second home. Okay, so yeah, it had to have been at least 2 years ago, but I think that was like right after we moved.
Yeah.
Probably because we had the kits out, is I think what kind of inspired that. Or perhaps was that when we very first started watching Mercury? Was that
Possibly it's when it came out.
Okay, maybe that's what it was. Maybe we had just started watching the first 3 episodes of Mercury. Only just got back to that. He's mostly watching it. I'm getting filled in on all of the like cool things, and I get to watch some of like the big episodes. But he's been watching it on the side and being like, "It's so good," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. It looks really cool." I just love the way that they draw the people in that one. It's got a very show. I mean,
It is a shoujo.
it is a shoujo. It's I that's why I like it. It's because it's a shoujo Gundam, and that really appeals to me. Also, there is so much body diversity in that particular Gundam series. Like, holy cow! Very impressed. I've been very much enjoying that. It's not a transformer, the bobbins. I mean, it is actually, you know what? I lied. This is Wing Zero. So technically it is a transformer because he does turn into a plane. He doesn't need a separate vehicle to transport him. He is his own transport. Okay, let's stop dawdling. We've seen what we're working on. Let's build the left arm. Now, I built the right arm earlier, so this should be relatively straightforward. Hopefully. But we're gonna take our time and clean everything up. This has definitely been the one. So I definitely struggled with the chest portion. I was feeling very rusty. And you'll see this in the video because there's going to be a video coming out about this. I had to completely disassemble the torso. Unfortunately, and then reassemble it because I put a very key point, the ball joint that holds this in place, facing the wrong way. Because I'm smart. I can also read. To be fair, my instructions are entirely in Japanese because I realized the kit that I have, I've had this particular kit for goodness, I want to say at least 10, but I think more than that years. And I bought it I'm pretty sure I bought it at a con. So I made sure to get like one that was Japanese because I'm a weeb. And yeah, it's made figuring things out slightly more difficult, but not too bad. I also just sometimes can't read instructions very well. Okay, there we go. Didn't clip anything off that I shouldn't have. All right, so we've got that piece. Now we need PCE. Where is that one? There you are. He's a Power Ranger.
I mean, the wing pilots are kind of.
They are. They definitely are. I would not.
They are definitely teens with attitude.
They are teens with attitude. Um, what teen in a Gundam series though isn't a teen with attitude? Like, let's be real. Okay, I need.
Patra.
You think Katra's not a teen with
I
attitude?
don't know if attitude's the right way to put it.
I mean, I guess in theory, attitude may not be the best way to put it. All right, I need 33 and 34, which are these two. Makes sense. There we go. So those two, and then F37, which is this one. All right, so that is our first little set. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip out everything I need for this section. Then I will clean everything up. Then we'll actually do the assembly. The same thing that I did on everything else. I do know that, you know what? No, I'm not going to skip ahead. I want to do it in the order so that I get them in the correct order because it'll just help me make sure that I do everything correctly. There's been quite a few shenanigans that have happened with this, and like I said, it all comes down to this torso area. Not only did I put that one section in upside down and have to disassemble it, there was a point where I just could not get it to fit because I put another piece in upside down. And Chaos Cultist helped me with that, and we ended up figuring it out and flipping it around. And then when I was just doing the assembly, of course, one of the smallest pieces that I had to like push together, as I was pushing that section into another thing, the small piece just flew right off and ended up on my floor. Thankfully, I found it, which I was pretty confident that I'd be able to. It's one of the nice things that I've been loving about no longer having carpets, and just having all hardwood. Um, Finding miniature pieces has been so much easier, and I'm so grateful for it. But I did find it. So there was almost a missing piece happening, um, a misfit happening, and then a complete disassemble and reassemble. So, oh, I can do thumbs up now without my camera reacting to it stupidly because as I was filming, I did something and balloons appeared. And I don't know what triggered the balloons, but we've turned that off. I was I wasn't really that upset, but I was just like facepalm moment of like, how did this even happen? Because I had an issue with the filming previously where I was getting sometimes occasionally my focus like little reticle would show back up. Don't know why that happens sometimes, but it does. Fixed it, but didn't catch it until a couple of videos in, unfortunately. That's on me. But we had gotten that fixed, and then suddenly the balloons appeared. And so I was just like, gosh darn it. The balloons are much funnier of a problem, though, because they're balloons. But thankfully, we have now, figured out how to turn that off. Great feature on the new Macs. Or I guess the Mac update. Just stellar, says no one. Literally, I don't think anybody's happy actually about it. From what Chaos Cultist was telling me when he was looking up solutions for the problem that we were having in the first place. Okay, so I have these are the next section. So we'll go there, put those there. And then I need be back. Not bebop, but be back. Oh no. I imagine that could happen. Yeah, come on, everybody. If there's 31 of you watching, I think we can get more than 7 thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. I know the camera won't do anything anymore to encourage you, but
You
I
can turn
will.
it back on if you have to.
No, I'm not going to. I'll forget to turn it back off, and then we'll have more shenanigans during filming, and then I'll be sad. But yes, please, if you're enjoying the content, please do give me a thumbs up. It does help me out a lot. It also just tells me that you're enjoying what you're liking and that I should do more of it. And woe is me who is being told, hey, we like you seeing you build Gundams. That's gonna be real hard for me to say no to keep doing. I'm sorry. I'll keep doing it. Just give me the thumbs up and I'll build lots of Gundams for you. Okay, well, let's see. We need A, which is this one right here. I was staring directly at it because I had a feeling. Okay, so those two, and then oh, sorry, no, that goes there. This needs to go with B11 and 10. B11 and 10. There they are. It's very interesting because these builds are similar to building tanks, but also very different from building tanks. Luke, thank you so much for the gifted membership. KG Blitz, welcome to the Hobby Night Legion. It's lovely to have you here. Luke, thank you for your generosity. We really appreciate you. It's true. I mean, I started doing Gunpla back when I was like a teen, and here I am still building Gunpla. It does sink its claws into you and then never let go. To be fair, I mean, like they're really cool, and some of the advancements in some of the more expensive kits, and even the less expensive kits, are just mind-boggling.
I got married in front of my favorite Gunpla store as a child.
Exactly, which was
childhood Gunpla
your childhood Gunpla store, which was really cool. So like, I don't know, it's a big thing for us. Um, I can't believe I Chaos Cultist was looking because he wanted to get a kit for himself, and I can't believe the Witches of Mercury kits aren't available in the US yet. Like I know they're available in Japan, but I really would have thought at this point some of those kinds of products would have had simultaneous like releases, both locally in their home countries as well as like globally. Apparently not. That video is doing pretty well. It was a lot of fun to film. That one was a lot of fun to film. Uh, we thought it would be cheeky and hilarious, and I feel like most people have been enjoying it, which I have been very happy to see. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I need to focus on which things I need to clip out. I've clipped out those. I've got that piece. So I need to do A. I need A and D. Let's get, all right, yeah, so here's the piece I need off A. Cool. So we got that.
What was that?
That was just me scraping plastic against the metal of the port. The thing that plugs into the computer. Everything's fine though. It was just very loud, but that's all it was very loud. 25. Where's my number 25? That's an excellent question. There's 2. I know I'm gonna need that for later. Don't clip it yet. You're not there. You're not there, Angela. 25. Focus on 25. There's 24. There's little Heero Yui. The standing one. The sitting one is inside the cockpit. Can we see him? I think we can. No. All right. Why can't I find this number? You would think, oh, there it is. No, that can't be right. Is 25 the right number I'm looking for? Oh, A25. I need D3. That's why I'm so confused. I've already clipped out D3. No, I haven't. I want B. I'm losing my mind. This is the sprue I actually need. That's why I'm going crazy. Okay. Goodness, there it is. I thought I was having a breakdown for a second. I was like, I swear I need a sprue off this, or I need a piece off of this particular sprue. And I do, but not yet. Oh, it's fine. And they're healing up and everything, the little claw marks. He didn't get me too deep, thankfully. He was not happy about going to the vet. And I've never seen him behave that way before. He was very stressed out. And all I wasn't even going for him either. Like when I stuck my hand in, because I when this happened, he was in his little we have a large like hard case kennel that has a little latch on top that opens up. So you can put your hands in there and take them out and put them in through that way, or it has the front latch where you can let them out or put them in. And so I was going in from the top because inside the kennel with him, the veterinarians had dropped one of those little masks that they put over pets when they're giving them shots if they're feeling stressed to sort of block the light and sort of ease, their anxiety a little bit. He was having none of it. They tried to get it out, couldn't. So they asked me to try because they were like, well, you're, his mom. So maybe he'll be chiller with you. No, he was not chiller with me. And then he stole my jacket from me. It was a thing. Thankfully, when I finally like actually brought him home afterwards, he calmed down. I was able to pet him. He was nuzzly. Like it was a totally different animal. And I have no idea what stressed him out so much specifically. Like the thing that he went in for is a checkup he's gone in for many times. It's not like a first time thing for him. Um, but he was just not having it. So appointment's been rescheduled because he needs this checkup. I also want to get him this was us starting a treatment for him to help with his arthritis in his back paws or his back legs. And we didn't get to do that either. So like and I want him to get that treatment because it's helped my little girl and I want it to help him too. So hopefully in this next bout on Thursday things will be fine and he'll um we're giving him some drugs to make sure that he's a little sleepier and more relaxed when we go in next time because he was super super stressed out the entire way home and seemingly for like 20 minutes in there with the vets because they were trying. They were like, we tried so many different things to like calm him down and like get him to chill, but nope. Yes, yeah, we're building Wing Gundam. I'm very excited for this. I've been sitting on this kit for a while. Wing Gundam is one of my favorites because Gundam Wing was the first Gundam series I ever got into. One that I was thinking about that I want to watch at some point. Because I remember seeing it on Cartoon Network back in the day, but I don't think I ended up watching that much of it, or at least I don't remember watching that much of it. But I do remember seeing it. It looked really cool. It's 8th MS team. Because I know that one's got a little bit more of like a hard military vibe rather than what I would describe as a bit more of the flashy military vibe of most modern Gundam. Oh, sorry, let me turn the camera off for a second and turn it back on. I forgot we hit our 30-minute mark. There we go. All right, that manual focus will go away in a second. I am not going to paint this one, Mogwai. My next one that I build, I do want to actually try painting it and treating it almost like I do a miniature. For this one, what I'm going to be doing is I'm building it, and my plan is to panel line it. And then later on, and during a stream, I'm going to try decaling for the first time using the Gundam. So that's the plan for this. But for in the video, you'll get to see it built and then panel lined. That is because I've never actually done panel lining before. I have the tools for it, and I've seen it done, but I've never actually attempted it myself. So hopefully it'll go fine. there's one other piece we need for this little section, and then we have a couple more things to clip out. But we're making good time. I'm being a little chatty, but not too bad. To be fair, you guys are being a little chatty too. Okay, so we have all of that. That's gonna get some stickers on it. Then we need Ay. Speaking of Power Rangers. Oh man, I was totally a Power Rangers kid. Definitely went to do you guys remember back in the 90s and possibly the early aughts? I can't remember how long they went. Because frankly, for me, the 90s and the aughts blend together up to a certain point, and I actually have a hard time remembering like which pop culture things happened when. However, the point is, did any of you go to those live action Power Ranger shows that would like travel across the country? And did they have those in other countries? Was Power Rangers like big enough in like I don't know, like the UK or Germany or something like that? I have no idea. Or anywhere else really for that matter, where they would do like the live shows. Because obviously, like it started in Japan, right? It got picked up by I mean, I think it's a little bit more complicated than this, but eventually it was what's the brand name that always goes in front of Sab is Saban?
Yep.
Yes, okay.
Saban's Power Rangers.
Yes. So like then it was
Saban family's a family that bought the rights to the Sentai series and then distributes it across the rest of the
right.
world.
Okay, and so like was Power Rangers in like other countries outside of the US then?
Yes.
Okay, but was it as big?
I don't know if it was necessarily as big or not. As the question is, was it as valuable to them to do that? I don't know. I know they did live action in Japan and like some Southeast Asian countries around the actual like Sentai series too.
Well, I knew that, but I was like basically what I'm asking is like basically outside of Japan and the
I
US.
bet London did.
That's I was curious. I don't know if like London did it or not in the EU that you're familiar with. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, like so for at least for those of you in the US, if you went to one, like I remember I did and it was so cool. I thought it was the coolest thing as a kid. Um I loved it.
Same.
But that's right, because you did get to go to some too, didn't you?
Yep. Yeah, I'm in Chattanooga.
Yeah. I don't remember where I was. I think it was Utah, but I don't remember specifically. I'm in Colorado, actually. I don't know. I lived all over the place, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, super fun. Loved those things as a kid. I don't think they do them anymore for like the modern shows, which is such a shame. Like talk about like
Very much a thing of the 80s and 90s, I think.
it is, but I feel like we talk a lot about like kids not having third spaces or like things to do, and I'm like, well, do that then.
That still happens. No, that one's still.
That's good at least. Man, I love Disney on Ice. It's probably all frozen though now, isn't it?
I have to imagine, yes.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we got all of the finger pieces clipped out. I'm just needing E. Yep, here we go. E38, which is here. Eighth MS team. I've only watched a very small amount of it because I remember it being on Cartoon Network like way back in the day.
Which show?
Eighth MS team.
Ah.
That's one actually. I was telling chat a little bit earlier.
Not very long.
Well, I was actually selling them. I would love to watch that one with you because that was
on Crunchy.
Okay, perfect. Because I know, like, I remember seeing it back in the day. I always thought it looked really cool, and I like the very sort of modern military vibe it takes.
Yeah, because it's not about like new types as much.
Yeah, it's more about like the squads who ran the mobile suit teams rather than the guys who run the Gundams. And I don't know, I thought that was really cool. And so I'd love to watch that. I need I-16. Okay, so I got that one. I just forgot to get I-16. There it is. Okay. So now I have all my pieces, I think, off of Sprew, as I will need them. No, there's one more that I'm missing. B2, that little hand piece that I skipped earlier because I knew I didn't need it yet. Now it is time. It is your time, friend. Woo! Okay, that's fine. Everything's cool. Just flung wildly off the sprue. No need to panic. I don't think I've watched After War Gundam X and or Zeta Gundam. The main ones that I've watched is I've watched most of Wing, well, half of Wing, I would say. I've watched all of Custom Waltz or Endless Waltz.
The movie.
I know, but I've still seen it. We've watched.
She's seen the first third of Universal Century.
Yes. I've watched. I would say that I'm like up to date with Witch of Mercury in regards to like where Chaos Fultisai are on it. Like I haven't watched every single.
7 episodes left of that. I've seen a bit of Seed that she's never seen. And
I couldn't get into Seed.
That she's never seen.
I could not. I tried with Seed, and I just that's when I left Gundam. That's the first time where I was like, okay, I think this brand I need to step away from for a bit because I can't deal with this. And I stepped firmly away from Seed, and then I came back in. I mean, honestly, most strongly with Witch of Mercury at this point, but also what was that one with like they were orphans or something?
The new that was 2015's like War-Blooded Orphans.
Yeah, which also like I watched a little bit of that.
I didn't like the art style for it, which I think was my problem.
I didn't really dig that like either. I also think there was something that rubbed me wrong about like the main character. I think he was like a combo of like Heero and another character, and it was just like trying too hard, and it didn't sit well with me. You don't like Witch of Mercury? Well, you're wrong, because I love it.
Yeah, I mean, the ending sucks.
Well, I mean, maybe, but no spoilers if that's the case. But I've been really actually liking it. But I really like it. I'm a girl, and I like the shoujo elements of it. So fuck you guys. But I mean, if you don't like it, that's cool. It's your.
And I liked Revolutionary Girl Utena, so I'm going to like it.
Oh, well, that's the thing, is that's actually one of the reasons that I find it so fascinating, because it really gives me, like, even before I started watching it, when I saw the trailers for it, I was like, oh man, this is giving me Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant vibes. And I watched that in college, and my God, I love that series. It is bonkers, and beautiful. It has great music. Stairs. Stair music. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. Google Utena stair music. Or stair climbing scene. It's dumb. It's good dumb. I think that may have been a little bit of my problem with it, is Iron Blood Orphans seemed like I really didn't vibe with the main character, and it did seem to take a while to get going. I agree, Witch of Mercury I think is pretty fracking good so far. I'm not through with it. We said we have about 7 episodes left, but
yeah. 6 or 7.
6 or 7, yeah, something like that. But
we're either on episode 18 or finished 18, I can't remember.
Got it. But yeah, it's really, really good. And I personally, like, the art style is totally my jam. Another series, just because we're on an anime talking kick, that I feel like actually, I would almost argue has a kind of similar art vibe, at least in regards to the character art, but it is not a mech series whatsoever, is Apothecary Diaries. Really gorgeous series. Shangri-La Frontier is also amazing, and everybody should watch it.
We're not up to date on.
We're not up to date with season 2, but season 1 was fantastic, and I loved it. And that one does, I think, eventually start to have some mechs in it.
Yes. More like escaflowne.
Well, because
yeah.
I think they're going into a different game. Like I haven't gotten into
Yeah, they go into an armored
but
core.
I think they go into an armor core style game, which I'm like, oh, that's sick. Because I've really loved how they've approached their RPG, like, and how they've handled that with the characters being in the RPG and playing the game. And so, like, I'm very curious to see what they're gonna do with like how they do the armored core, like combat and all that. It looks like it's gonna be fun. And I'm a sucker for a good looking mech fight. Nice. It's really cool to see because like I hope this means that like more Gundam kits will come over, or maybe they'll become a little bit more accessible and easy to find. Like they're not terribly hard to find because I do know there's a certain amount of them you can find in like Barnes and Nobles and stuff if you're in the States. I don't know where I don't know where you'd get them in the UK and stuff.
No, I'm not
Or
sure.
like in the EU because I don't know how popular. Like I know anime is really big in the EU and in England, but I don't know like how much of that is distributed like into the Gundam scene or the mech scene versus like
Mm-hmm.
isekai versus other things. Like I don't know. You know, sometimes I get really tired of the isekai like stuff, but then I think about it and I'm like, I still prefer this over Moe.
The 2000s.
Because at least there's at least something kind of happening. Whereas I feel like with a lot of Moe, there was just no substance there. Oh my gosh, talk about some vintage stuff. UFO robot, and Grundazir, yes. Probably said that partially wrong, sorry. But yes, no, like, dude, there is some gold in 80s era anime. Some genuine gold there. Was That was super big in France in the 80s. That's cool. I can see that because there's a when I was in Angoulême and like in doing my study abroad in France, whenever I would look at the BDs that were available, I would say that there some of them, especially at that time, seemed like they were having a little bit of an anime influence. And even before then, there definitely was like I don't know, some painterly vibes to it a little bit with maybe some of the ink. And I have no idea if that's just me reading into it and projecting or if that's like actually true. But I do feel like there's some Asian influence there with how some of the artists were portraying characters and presenting their storytelling, even, which is really cool. Like, I love seeing that mix. Hello, K Macho. Welcome to the stream. A little snip. There we go. Whoop. Oh, there goes a piece onto the floor. Actually, it might have gone to the box. Convenient. You know what's also convenient? What I'm going to use to clean up all these pieces. It's great. However, we're not done yet, so let's not pull it out yet. I'm not sure where that piece went. Oh, it's stuck to the pliers. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I am working on my Wing Gundam um, Master Grade Ver.Ka Gunpla kit. Here's what I have built so far. Let's see behind chat. I've got the torso, the head, and the right arm built. And currently we are working on building the left arm. My hope for stream today is to get the left arm built and then get the shoulders put together so that at the very end I can do, I'm not going to push the pieces of like the arms and the heads and all that together quite yet unless it tells me I really seem like I have to. But I want to do that all at the end because this is going to be partially for a video. You're just getting to see a little behind the scenes, so welcome. But yeah, so we're hoping to get the shoulders, the left arm all built on stream. And then after stream, I'm going to keep doing some stuff probably after a little bit of a break and start working on his wings. Because they're so cute. But yeah, this should be good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would probably make you very cold. Having to repaint some bricks outside. I'm doing pretty well. Just getting some stuff cleaned up to continue working on my lovely Gunpla kit. Thankfully, all that rain that I was talking about us having during my Geralt stream, or not stream, I almost called it a movie. It's not a movie, Angela. It's just a YouTube video. During my painting tutorial for the bath time Geralt, or Geralt, however you want to say it, all that rain has gone away, thankfully, and it is bright and sunny out. So we are warming up a smidge, which is, for me, lovely. And for those of you that are concerned, no, I am not, we are not near the fires. Thankfully, we are in Northern California, not Southern California, so we are not anywhere near that. A Tau kill team? You know, I've never actually painted. No, I painted one Tau. Did I paint her? Did I paint her? I know we have some Tau painted, but the two things I'm specifically thinking of, I know Chaos Cultist painted. Did I?
What?
I'm trying to remember if I painted any Tau before. You have.
Yes, you did the
Was it what's her name?
Yes.
Okay, Shadow Sun?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, that's the only Tau I painted. So maybe in the future that could be kind of cool. I've never actually like done too much with Tau, but honestly I've done to the Gundams pretty well. Oh my god, dude, Gundams and a little Tau kill team. Make them.
I've seen that.
I would believe it. Like it feels like it'd be very easy to probably do. All right, I think we have all of our little clippings off, and now I'm just gonna go through and sand everything. Ready? Oh my gosh, it was 25 degrees this morning when you started. Ugh. Too cold. Too gosh darn cold. Pretty smooth. You know what's so good? Like I am putting my full weight on the table right now as I'm sanding, and it's not moving the camera that much.
That's nice.
Like it's so good. Whew. I thought there was a lot of frost that early in the morning, that cold. Burr. Burr, I say. You know, I guess technically Visions of Escaflowne could be considered an isekai, yeah?
Yes, it is.
Like one of the earliest?
Well,
Well,
yeah,
probably.
but it is definitely a second.
It is. I love Escaflowne, by the way. Visions of Escaflowne, one of my first series that I ever watched in its entirety. I watched it entirely in sub because I had I actually had a friend who had gotten a legit.
I have the movie.
The movie's garbage.
Except for Yoko Kanno's soundtrack.
Okay, true. And there are some really pretty like scenes in the movie. I would say like there's some like also some really ugly scenes in the movie sometimes. But yeah, as Visions of Escaflowne, very good. I watched a fair amount of Dot Hack because my little sister was super into that series, but I never got into it myself. But man, are those vintage isekai. I'm gonna turn off the camera up here real quick because I think we're gonna hit the point where it's gonna try to turn itself off anyways. And I'm gonna give it a little break. Dude, there was so much like accessible bootleg anime to be able to get back in like the 2000s, 90s.
First anime I ever bought was a fan sub of a Dragon Ball Z movie in 1999 from American Comics and Cards.
Nice. I have not watched Frieren yet, but I definitely want to.
That's
on our list of like when we have time to watch a really like lengthy series.
It's not even that long,
but it's in depth though, right? Because it's so like
it is. It's also like now a couple of seasons.
Yeah,
I think it's only like a 12-episode season per.
Okay, so not too bad then.
I think it's like Delicious in Dungeons.
Oh god, that's such a good series. If you just want to indulge in some like good fantasy world building and also delicious looking food that are made out of monsters, watch Delicious in Dungeon.
Yeah, hopefully if you know anime, you already have heard of
it. I mean, yeah, if you know anime, you already know it. But like, goodness, golly gosh, I love Delicious in Dungeon. It's so good. Ghost in the Shell is super good. Definitely a stellar intro series. Patlabor, honestly, as well.
Yeah. No.
Gosh, man, Ghost in the Shell is so good. They don't make anime like they used to. Dude, we were watching AMV Hell 8 recently, which is brand new.
Like from the
and they're still using so many scenes from Cowboy Bebop. And I'm just like, wow. I mean, don't get me wrong, Bebop is a fantastic, fantastic show. But like, there's been so many things since that, surely. The classics, man, they never die. That's what I learned. Basically, anime. I mean, it's true. Anime Hell 8 really taught me that, like, the classics really, like, Bebop genuinely is just that high of a classic because it's still being used for relevant things and new things. It's crazy. Nice. Have you finished? Because, like, the newest season of Delicious in Dungeon isn't out yet, right?
That's like next.
Okay. Yeah, the first season, loved it. Oh, I can't wait for season 2 to be out. Yes, I would agree that I think Delicious in Dungeon has a little bit of a Tolkien vibe to it for sure. Especially in the art style as well as just some of the world building. But that's one of the things that I really like. The mangaka who writes and draws Delicious in Dungeon, like, kudos to her because I think it's a her. I apologize if it's not. I think it's a woman though that does it. But the mangaka who does it, the world building is a stellar, and I think they've done an exceptional adaptation with the anime. So just high recommendation if you guys want something like just charming and fun. That's also very heartfelt. And season 2 is building into what seems like it's going to be a little bit more politics. So if you do enjoy a little bit of like political world building within your fantasy monster eating series. You'll have that soon. Oh, Feyrin is very Tolkien-esque. I could definitely see that. Yes, 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 yes. I narratively speaking, I've not watched it, but like what I know it's about and the essays that I've seen about Feyrin, yeah, I could definitely see that. I would still say that like Delicious Dungeon, and to a certain extent, like if you've seen, maybe I'm misremembering Tolkien's. I have his book. Where is it? Is it in here? No, it's in the other room. I feel like some of Tolkien's like OG art is a little bit not as refined as Delicious Dungeon, but it's similar, has a similar vibe. Maybe I'm misremembering it though. I've heard that so Ranma One Half got a remake recently. Or no, it's Lum?
Both.
Both did. Yeah, actually both did. And I am intrigued to because I never watched that one as a when I was young. I knew about it. I had seen tons of things of it. I read a little bit of the manga, like just in Barnes and Noble. It was not one that I picked up like to buy, but I definitely read some of it. And really like I kind of want to. And the new art for Ramna, if I'm remembering it correctly, like I'm just not misremembering the scene or the what I'm thinking about. Gosh, it looked really cool. Really, really pretty. Same thing with Lum. Lum's art looked amazing too. The Dragon Ball, like, well, if you're just buying the Dragon Ball complete box set, that shouldn't be too much because, like, Dragon Ball is, I mean, it's still a lot of episodes, but
Like 60 or 80?
yeah, I was like, I don't think it's like over 100 though.
It might be.
Okay, maybe, I mean, even if it is, that's still not like that bad. It's not like you're buying the entirety of the Dragon Ball insert subtitle here collection, because that would be insane. You know what's a good collection everybody's shown? The Ghibli collection. Luke is asking if you remember the adventure books that you used to need dice for.
Yeah, yeah. Like some of the Steve Jackson ones, and I actually had some that were set in Star Wars.
Oh, that's cool. I remember adventure books that choose your own adventure, but I don't remember any that specifically needed like dice. So that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
so like what I remember of the Star Wars one was so basically it was the same story, but you were just choosing your class,
Okay.
right? And so you would get to like, a challenge of like a stormtrooper is going to shoot you. Roll reflex or whatever the name was to fire your weapon before him. And your die was determined by your class.
Okay.
So if you were like, a high dex build, then those kinds of tests you were rolling like a d12 on.
Got it. Okay.
And, it's like if you roll a 4 or higher, you succeed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you were playing like the big brutish like Mandalorian tank,
Yeah.
then you only had like a d6.
Okay, got it. That makes sense.
So there basically what it meant was some tests you were more likely to fail. I can see it being easily applied to the fantasy ones too.
Did the books come with the dice for you then?
God, I don't remember.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't think they did.
Interesting.
But I might be.
That is fair. Let's get some of this line removed on the inside. There. We have just a few more pieces to clean up, mostly the hands. But we should be nearly done. You have 50 of those books?
Oh, nice.
And it was just the books? The dice didn't come with it? Dang.
Like, if you're a big enough nerd to be buying this book, you have the dice.
You know what? That's probably a fair point. So what kind of adventures did they like have? Were they Like, if you're 50 books, are they all like fantasy adventures? Are they sci-fi adventures? Is it a mix? Do you have like mysteries? Like, what kind of range of genre did they do? Oh, my face is itchy. Why is my face so itchy? Oh, I completely did not clip those pieces off. Yep, well, there's a bell. You can ring it if you want.
That's not a shame bell. It's a celebration bell.
Oh, okay. We need to get a shame bell then.
That's true. You know, I actually could have sworn your sister bought me one of them for Christmas a number of years ago.
It might be in the other room then.
It might be. I'm gonna look. I just sort of thought I would put with the D&D books when I sorted that.
I mean, that's entirely possible, but if it was in there and you just didn't know, it may have just ended up. Because he didn't sort the stuff in the bedroom, I did. All mystery. Oh, Doctor Who, Fantasy, Orc, Warhammer. Oh, that's really cool. They did some, like, official Warhammer ones? That is so wild. I want to find those. All right, that's cleaned up. We got that. So I think it's now just hand pieces. Nice.
Can't find it, but I swore I had a copy of Adventures at Warlock Keep.
You know, that does seem familiar.
That's sort of why I'm like staring at the bookshelf, sort of down and below off camera.
Mm-hmm.
Just going like,
where is it?
yes. One or two other boxes with some books in them.
You know, that's true. There are a couple things left in the garage still.
I would imagine that may have ended up on miscellaneous.
It may have, yeah. Oh, the garage is looking so nice. I'm sure you guys will get to see it again soon because actually tomorrow is that when the table saw is supposed to be here?
Yep.
Nice. So yeah, the table saw is supposed to be here tomorrow. Which is very cool. And then I did a little bit more reorganizing in there, which I am very pleased with. Got all of the garbage in there sort of under control and situated so that now I can take it to the recycling place pretty easily, which honestly I may end up doing a little bit tomorrow. Before the saw gets here, just to clear.
She keeps acting like the saw delivery is a big deal. It's like unpacking a printer.
Maybe I just want it to be a big deal.
You really want this, like, unboxing of this skill table saw to be a big deal, and we're not like setting it up to cut or tear anything tomorrow. So I'm like, all I do is take it out of the box, take the plastic off, and snap the legs into position. I've seen unboxing videos. The thing's already like together.
I know it's not gonna like require us to do that much building. I just like I think in my head
it's not the only thing you're getting done tomorrow.
No, I know it's not the only thing I'm getting done tomorrow. Absolutely not. No, I better be getting the rest of this fucking model done tomorrow. That's gonna be getting done tomorrow. I do respect the table saw. Don't worry, I fully respect the table saw. It will be honored, like my ancestors.
No, you're gonna shame it like your cow.
Oh, I'm gonna shame it like my cow, though.
That is historically what you do.
Okay, you know what? That's...
The amount of shame your cow has had to endure over this generation has been...
My poor cow.
Biblical.
My goodness. All right, I think I have finally cleaned everything up, so we're gonna try to keep everything together. Those come over here. there. This goes with hands. This goes with this. This goes with that. Okay, now let's clean up. This is the greatest thing that I was sent by Rudy. It just sucks all these little pieces up really nicely.
This is not a TikTok shopping ad, but it almost is.
It almost is.
I don't have an affiliate link.
No, I don't have an affiliate link either, but honestly, like, this was a great send.
Oh, yeah.
So Rudy, if you're in chat,
I'll empty it for you.
thank you. Thank you, because I've been using it so much during this build. There you go. It's just USB-C charging. Just really nice. I think it's normally for like cleaning up keyboards, right? Because we did see like a Linus Tech Tips video about it or something.
Yes.
But it actually works fantastically for your hobby station. So like if you do a lot of like, I've been using it not only to clean up the sprue bits from the Gundam build, but the other thing that I've actually been using it a lot for is cleaning up after doing tufting on bases. Because a lot of times you get like little fibers and just particles and all that kind of stuff around. And it just sucks it all right up real easily and it cleans it. And I love it.
Is it supposed to press on further than that?
Nope. No, it's got a gap like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're working still. All right. Thank you so much for that.
Blow that smoke in their face.
I did. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Okay. Move that out of the way. Let's build. First things first. We need these pieces. So we're going to put this little guy in here. Want that little...
How's focus and all that look?
Focus looks good. Want this little guy right there. Snug as a rug. Snug as a bug in a rug. You really don't want bugs snug in your rug. It's kind of a weird saying if you think about it.
Well, you want to be as snug as the bug in the rug.
Yeah, but
and we're not saying you want that bug to be there. Just it's a fact of life that is there and it is snug.
Oh, I see. I suppose that makes sense. Okay. Make sure that I don't do this the wrong way. So we're gonna do that. And then the side with the hole goes there. Okay. I'm just double checking. Whoop! Throw in the torso a little bit. Okay. That is facing that way. The hole is that way. Because this piece here is gonna go... Oh, here. Well, actually, before I keep going, let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a bit better. Can you help me adjust the focus now that I'm zooming in?
Yep.
There? Yeah, that looks pretty good to me.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Okay, so I think we have this correct. Because I have this opening facing that way. Yes. And then so this gets put right there. We want to put this little sort of softer rubbery piece in like so. There we go. And then we'll press these together. I still can't believe that the first joint piece I had to put in, I definitely put in wrong. Oh my gosh. Well, that is disturbing, but at least I will be careful.
You know what's annoying when you know people who work in the games industry?
What?
When you see them playing a game on Steam and you go, oh, good, that game is out. And then you realize they're a dev on the game and they're just playing their beta.
Oops.
2 Point Museum.
Oh, who do you know that works on 2 Point Museum?
I'm someone on my friends list.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna.
Sorry. No. Sorry. I didn't. I asked that and then realized. Now, never mind. Don't answer that question publicly. Yeah. Tell me later.
Because I saw it online, I was like, "Oh, is that game out?" And then I didn't see it on Game Pass. I was like, "That's weird. That was a Game Pass game." And then I realized what happened.
Aw, that's sad. I would love to play 2 Point Museum. Okay.
Well, it's good because it doesn't come out till March, and we got other shit to play.
True.
Avowed and Monster Hunter are coming.
Oh yeah, when is Monster Hunter coming specifically? Is that one? Okay, I'm gonna set this piece down because I think we're looking good. I'm guessing myself. I think we're okay.
I believe Monster Hunter is the one in February.
Okay, cool. Snap.
Yeah, February 28th.
Okay.
And Avowed is February 18th.
Got it.
More for me than you.
Like, I'm actually having a hard time remembering which game Avowed is. I know we've watched it, but like for some reason I'm like blanking hard.
Well, Avowed is the first-person fantasy CRPG by the team that made Outer Worlds and Fallout.
Obsidian.
Yeah, Obsidian.
Okay, I was like, I know we've talked about it recently.
Yeah. It's the entire reason I've been playing Skyrim again, because I wanted like
yeah, you want to get
I wanted mechanical context.
Is it? It's only single player, right? It's not a okay.
That's correct.
Okay. Yeah, I do still want to. I want to try that. I want to see. I'm gonna watch you play it
It's
first.
on Game Pass.
Oh fuck! I keep forgetting that. I don't have to even do that. So cool. I just need to find some time to play. Well, I need to finish playing. What I need to do. I haven't had time because I've been doing like
Cyberpunk.
I want to play Cyberpunk more. Like I have been wanting to play, but I just am like, no, I got other things I need to do, but I really fucking want to play it.
Other things being build toys.
Yes, those other things being build toys. Exactly. All right, so we've got that piece in place. This now needs to get shoved onto this, but I want to make sure I do it correctly. So.
If it helps, you can mime it up to the torso.
That's very true.
Because it's his left arm.
Yes.
Yep. That is correct.
Actually, it's going to be this. This is going to be what's actually connecting into that joint.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So this I want to basically what I'm doing is I'm looking at this right now. You know, I just want to make sure that I'm facing the correct way. So the pegs are on the back here. That's there. So then this piece is going to go on like so. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And now we have our arm that bends. This is going to go like that. Because now...
Other arm.
Or sorry, yes. Oop. It's that.
I'm basing it on the thumb of the arm you've already built. Because the arm you've already built...
Yes, this is the arm I've already built.
Because thumbs go this way.
Yes. Okay, hold on. I do want to make sure... Because this goes here.
How's chat?
Chat is doing good. I think this goes this way. Yes. Because I want this to be on the outside.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that goes that way. I just put that on wrong. But everything else is looking good.
Is it correct on the other one?
Yes. Yeah, no, this one I know I did correctly. This is the one. That's why I was like, this feels backwards to me. I feel like I did something backwards. And I had. All right, let's build this part next because this will confirm even further whether or not we're doing all this correct, which I think we are now. That's going to go there. We are going to stick that in there. And then we need a little sticker. This one. There we go. Nice little sticker in place.
See, one of the questions I would ask
Yeah.
is in universe, what is that shiny thing on his arm? Is it literally just reflective tape they attached? Therefore, it is a sticker in universe.
Yeah, I actually don't know.
Because Wing doesn't like glow like Unicorn or
no, a lot of the more
Ariel.
modern ones.
Yeah.
Agreed. I agree. All right. Okay, we know that this piece with this piece needs to go here. Then we are going to. Did I not clip out a piece?
It's known to happen.
It has been known to occur. That is, yep, I completely forgot A8. Horrible. All right, there we go.
Also, I know we've talked about it before, but I think the new workshop setup is so much better.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, this has been working so well for me but just like it worked really well for the Geralt like painting video. It's been working well for doing the Gundam. The table, I mean, like literally as I was saying, the table feels more stable. Like I don't feel like the camera's being jostled nearly as much.
It's because there's a trifecta of brackets holding both sides together now.
It's true. Okay, so I need this going this way. This is gonna go on this way. There we go. Make sure to do that correctly.
Focus still good?
Yes.
Make sure the elevation focus was right.
Yeah, focus is still good.
Cool.
They did a resin cast Leo in 1/100th in 1/100th years ago. Scale, sorry. 1/100th scale years ago. You can get the Leo conversion kits from Tallgeese EW version kit. That's cool.
Because I know they're still doing 144 scales of the Leos, or at least they're still available.
Yeah, I think they're still definitely available.
But I don't know if they ever did a 1/100 scale.
Well, apparently they at least did a resin version.
Yeah.
Which is pretty neat. I didn't know they made the resin like models of Gundams.
They used to, at least back in through the 90s.
Got it. Okay, sorry. Let's have this facing this way.
The Garage Kid era.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then this is gonna go here. Then we are going to build this part up. I did put this, yes, I put the sticker there. There are any other stickers I missed, correct? No. Excellent. Okay, so what I need now is I need this to go into that. And then this. Where am I slotting this into? There. No. There we go. Boop. And then this. Hold on, I think I put that in slightly
Backwardo.
backwardo. Boop. Give me my plastic piece. All right, to be safe, because I don't want to accidentally break that. That's really more what I'm concerned about. No, I have not wood glued the workbench. It has settled though, and I think it's pretty stable, so I'm not too concerned about
You haven't
it.
done anything with it yet.
But I haven't done anything with it yet.
We did find the wood glue if you wanted to.
Yes, we did, so we could do that if we want to. Give me my piece.
Maybe you shouldn't have put it in backwards.
I know, my hands just get sweaty. And I have no nails right now. Can you help me?
I mean, I'm not sure I have more nail than you.
The problem is that I broke this nail while I was doing this, and so I clipped it off, and now it's like...
I don't know how I'm supposed to pull this out.
Okay, here, I'll get it.
Also, your shirt's backwards.
Yes.
It fits in.
Snugly? Well, because it... Here, actually. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. I put it in correctly. Because the other one's...
I'm looking at it, I'm like, it looks like it's supposed to be where it is.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, because I was just looked at the other one, and it's the same way.
Amazing.
Yes, I'm just being foolish. Okay. Bam, bam. There we go. There we go. Okay. Next. The hand. With its individual fingers. Okay, so I need... this one. I want this one. Because we're going to put that in there. And this finger's going to go next to it. We're going to pop this thumb in to this socket so that it can grip things. And then I'm going to flip it the correct way and slot it into place. Not the top, just the legs. You got it. All right, let's use some pliers to really get these pressed together. I both really like the Gundam kits because they're press fit and you don't have to end up using any glue. But at the same time, they're press fit and you don't have to use any glue, and therefore I feel like my fingers get a little bruised. Wow. Can you believe that? I can't actually.
I have allergies.
You have allergies? Oh, it's so dramatic. All right, well, there is our little hand. This finger moves. This thumb moves. And then these three fingers move. And now he can point at you. Bang.
Can you flip the bird?
No, he cannot flip the bird. Bandai made sure that the middle finger was attached to the other fingers, and therefore we cannot flip the bird.
Boo.
All right, but we do have our hand in place. It can rotate, which is great. We have our arm. So now we have... Boop, 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 boop. Check that out. Ta-da! Okay, that's lovely, but we have other things to build still, so let's do it. Hello, Cursed Viewing. Welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness. Meow. Okay, I think my cat wants to be fed. So, and I need to turn the overhead camera boop, 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 here. You can't see me. Off for a moment because we're hitting another like 30-minute mark and it's gonna go off anyways. So give me a second. I will be like 2 minutes and I'm gonna go feed her so that she doesn't continue to meow. And I'll be right back to continue working on the upper body. We're gonna work on the shoulders next. So see you then. Hello? Okay, good. Hello. I am here. To me. Um, I agree. Wing is generally just confusing. 100% true.
Give the pen.
Yes. Somewhere. I definitely had it.
Did you take it downstairs?
I did not take it downstairs. I had it on the table.
Ah,
Actually,
here.
I took it.
It's over here.
Okay, I was gonna say I handed it to you at one
It's
point.
my fault.
True. Do not say that, sir. All right. Okay. Um, what am I doing? Shoulders.
Shoulders, head, knees, and
Toes, knees and toes. All right, excellent. F. I need the F.
I distracted you off camera.
You did. You did distract me immensely off camera. I'm gonna keep it zoomed in for right now. Is that like?
Yeah,
where do you want?
in focus.
Yeah, it's in focus.
Yeah.
It's pretty good to me.
All you need to do to adjust the focus. Here, go ahead and try it. It's the small ring here, the smooth one.
Oh.
And then keep your eye on the.
Oh, okay. There. That looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. F16.
Good job.
Yep. Well, I have nothing else to add to that. I just agree. All right, so we got that. I'm gonna do one side and then we'll clip out the other side. Actually, we can just keep them separate. As long as we keep them separate, we'll be fine. All right, so 14 goes with it. And then we need 28. Just here. And I'm guessing what we probably need these on the other side for the other shoulder, perhaps. That would make a lot of sense to me. Okay. Yep, 13, 15, and 29. Perfect. Now we need K and J. Pavman, thank you so much for the $5 donation. You and Cece are the perfect calming and relaxing cure after being on the phone forever for over an hour and a half. You guys are an absolute best. I'm so sorry. Are you still dealing with the insurance issues? I really hope not. That really sucks. I'm so sorry, man. J 10 and 12. Okay, hold on. Okay, so that's that. J10 and 12. Let's what those are here. Okay, yeah, no, I do think they just push together. So 10 and 12, and we're gonna need probably what, 18 or 9 and 11 on the other side. Yep, 9 and 11. Okay, let's get 10 and 12 off first. Oh, the side. Don't immediately start mixing them up, Angela. Okay, that's over there. This one's gonna go on the other side. Oh, I'm so sorry. That really sucks. Well, thank you so much, and I'm glad we're able to alleviate some tension for you, at least keep you entertained while you're dealing with some nonsense. All right, let's see. Let's grab K, which I think is this one. Blue Sprew? Yes. Okay. Just adjusting my focus a smidge there. All right. I need K20 and 19. 20 and 19. 20 and there we go. 19, 20, and then 18 and 17 on the other side. All right, there we go. And then from there, we need H8, I8. Okay, so H and 8. I think H is this one. Yes, H is this dark gray. All right, here's the 8. So that one's on this side. I'm guessing 9. Yep, is on the other side. Cool. H. Then I8 and then I9. Okay, so those are the only two from there. And then H's. So I need H8, which is one of these. I see. Flat panels. Got it. I really like this color. It's like a navy blue, or like a, I would say almost Space Wolf gray. Maybe a little darker than that, but it's very pretty. All right, so we got those two pieces. And then from there, we need D5 and A3, and then its counterpart. So D5. Ah, okay, I've clipped one of these out already. So A3, goes on this side. I accidentally clipped this out thinking I needed A3 earlier, and I didn't. But A4, that means, will be on the other side. Or A2, rather. A2. And then D. D, 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 D. 5 and 6, so these big round pieces. 5 for that side and 6 for the other. Okie dokie. Now we can start cleaning stuff up. Which honestly I always find very satisfying, getting all these little sprue bits off. I don't know about you guys, but very nice. Shouldn't take too long either. Ah, that makes sense, Luke. I'll probably save the bigger pieces for that, for like being able to maybe melt down and play with and just sprue glue, but the smaller like little flash pieces, probably not. That makes sense. And that is a smart call there on your part, Habman. Okay. Piece of sprue. That's some flash. And that's flash. That, however, is not. It's always the worst when you accidentally clip something off that ends up not being flash, and you're like,
Did you do it again?
nope, no, 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 nope. I did not. I was just commenting on how when you do it, it sucks. Thankfully, the thing that I did it on earlier in this build, I don't think actually would have been ultimately affected. I think only one side was needed with the little slot that I had on it, but I still was stressed and I fixed it anyways. That's good. And this didn't really have much flash because I had clipped it out and cleaned it earlier. Because I thought it was the piece that I needed earlier. Absolutely. All right. I immediately almost started mixing things up. Not a good plan. I mean, I probably would have figured it out, but let's make it a little easier on myself. And not do that. Wow. Hello. Would you like to make your appearance for the stream, Jack? You can explain to the people that you've tasted blood. No. I'm gonna bug Dad, actually. I'm gonna meow at him. Meow. Which is your favorite Gundam, Jack? Oh. See. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you talking to me? You know, it's true. It could be some interesting paste sand. All these little bits. I'm just imagining now putting them into like a rock tumbler to like smooth them down and then actually just pouring them out as sand. I don't know if it would work though. They're so saturated because they're primary colors. I don't know if it would like super work well. All right, let's go and start doing some sanding. Make sure everything's nice and smooth. Meow. I'm so cute. Plastic sand gravel. There you go. What do I use it on though? Like I don't do scenes that would I feel like use that very much.
You're setting a scene in the DQ Discovery Zone in 1994.
Oh my god. Oh, Discovery Zone. Man, I miss Discovery Zone. Does they even have? I guess like Chuck E. Cheese still is around. That's like the
I
coolest.
don't think they have play places in them.
Oh, really?
I know some fast food places do, but most of them were sort of getting rid of them because of liability issues.
Well, yeah, because like kids get hurt on them all the time.
Yeah, so I don't think new construction likes to put them in, and I believe why dedicate floor space to a play place that after entry generates no money compared to an arcade? I think they're mostly arcade now.
That makes
Someone with children answer. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, I don't actually.
I don't think I can go into a Chuck E. Cheese legally at my age.
I don't
have a child.
I don't either.
Like we have barcades for that reason.
Yes. Yes, we do. Thank you for subscribing, Miguel Avalos and Mage Wolf Last. Very much appreciate you. I also thank you to everybody who is new who subscribed in the last like 24 hours. I put a little post out on Instagram where I made a lovely spelling error. But one of my goals for 2025 is to try to get the channel to the elusive 100K. Because I think that would be really, really cool. And so if you want to help out and you're not already subscribed, please do just, tap that smash button.
Tap that smash button.
Tap that subscribe button so that you can help me reach 100K. Because, oh my god, that'd be amazing. Like, what a Christmas gift to myself at the end of the year if we can get the channel to 100K. That would be epic. Got that smoothed out. That one looks almost completely smoothed out. Is anybody in chat going to the LVO? I'm going to be doing a watch-along stream this Thursday, starting at 8:30 p.m. because the GW stream starts at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because they're actually on my coast because they're in Las Vegas, considering the LVO. But yeah, I'll be paying attention to the stream that they're going to be hosting. But I know like Hobby Collab, for example, is going.
Yep.
And they're streaming the entire time, from my understanding, 9 different games. Like that is. I haven't like fully seen Meg's response or not, but I did send her a message the other day and I was like, damn, you're working your butt off at that con. Hope she has fun. I hope she still gets to have fun playing her games. Because goodness, I would not want to. I would not want to be messing with streaming in that space. That just sounds stressful. So power to her and her team. My goodness, you guys are epic. Anybody, any of the other content creators that do that, dang. I just don't know if I think I could vlog, but I don't know if I want to do a battle report like from my games. Like that would just be stressful in a way that I don't know if I'd then enjoy the game. There we go. Move that down. Looking good. But yes, I agree. Getting Hobby Night to 100K would be awesome. Here's hoping. Okay, I think that side's cleaned up. Let's go ahead and do the other side, and we can vacuum up things a little bit and get to building. Or, I guess, doing the assembly portion. Thank you for subscribing, Scott Forrest. Welcome to the Hobby Night channel. Oh yeah, I can only imagine it's gonna be crazy for them the whole time that they're there. Like, I hope they have themselves like downtime scheduled. Even if they don't all get it at because I know there's like a number of them that are going and everything. So like I hope that they have it situated where they actually get some downtime so that they can go and enjoy the convention. You're gonna be in a Romulan battle with an ice bear? Wait, what? You're afraid that you can't. You'll be in a Romulan battle, an ice bear fight, trying to farm 1,000 wheat and watching me at the same time.
Those sound like the many games they have scheduled.
I see. Are you playing a Star Trek game? Are you playing Frostpunk and are there ice bears in that now? And are you playing RuneScape? Is that why you're farming 100 wheat?
That would be Catan soon.
Oh, maybe. See that?
Is this what it was like building Gunpla when you were a wee lass?
No, I definitely did not have sanding bars.
Oh.
I was just like, I'm gonna clip everything out off the sprue directly. I'm not gonna bother doing like any cleanup, and I'm just gonna shove the pieces together, slap some stickers on there, and then be like, I got them. And then I would play like Rhythm of Motion in the background, and I would be like swishing them around and like posing them on my.
That's really cute.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's very lame.
Oh.
I mean, maybe it is cute. I don't know. You guys, you tell me.
I just did.
You okay? Fine, you did. I trust you. You say it's cute, then I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would go and I'd read explicit yaoi fanfiction.
They're underage, you know.
Not in the fanfics I was reading.
Oh.
There's where our sprues. Like I know that these blue pieces had some pretty obvious sprue marks. Let me buff those out as best as I can. you farm 100 wheat when you play Farming Simulator. I mean, that's a good place where you'd also probably farm 100 wheat. I watched Josh Strife Hayes' recent essay on RuneScape 3, the 3D version.
I don't think we finished it yet.
Did we not? No, you're right. We have like 20 minutes or so left.
Yeah.
Okay, I was watching that, have not finished it fully yet, but it made me think. That's why when you said the wheat, I was just like, RuneScape? I will keep sanding. Just keep sanding. Just keep sanding. Makes Dory a very different lady. Go. Move that roughness away. Okay. I did not finish clipping off the pieces on this because I'm a smart person. Pays attention. Ping. Okay, there we go. That feels much better. Okay, let's push some of the bigger debris pieces to the center to make it easier to vacuum them up without having to move too many of my actual pieces out of the way. Go. Be gone, foul, through, flash. Get out of here. Dramatic. Okay, that feels good. Or much better, at least. He is always awesome, isn't he? I agree. Okay. Let's build.
I can't get God Hand, but I can get these Tamiya sanding sponge sheets. You want me to place an order for a set?
No, because we actually still have some of those from when they sent us some.
Okay.
We just need to cut them down to a decent size.
Yeah, I can't find the God Hands.
Interesting, because I know I found them previously.
Like I might have to go. I'm probably just gonna have to go third parties. I'm assuming.
They do have they have I saw, and I have them on a wish list on Amazon, a packet of, it's not this particular one, but they're like half-sized versions, and it's a bunch of like, it's a whole big like.
Is it in the baggie?
Yes, it's in a big baggie.
Okay, so.
I think that's might be like the best solution. But we can take a look for sure. Cause yeah, I really actually like the God Hand sanding. I mean the Tamiya ones are great too. These ones, the reason I like them is because they have that piece of honestly, I think it's just foam core.
Is it this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Like it has like a piece of like foam core or like cardstock or something firmer, and it just keeps the board with more stability, which I feel like causes the crumbling less. Because one of the things that I noticed with the Tamiya ones, which again I still do like, and I do like their flexibility because you can get rounded edges because they don't have that board in there, so they have their uses. But sometimes I just like having the stiff flat surface, and I just feel like I get a better use of that out of the God Hand ones. Hashtag not sponsored on either. Previously sent stuff, but not currently like doing anything with either, so not officially.
Alright, they'll be delivered tomorrow.
Oh, excellent, thank you. Yeah, this is just a little mini vacuum that I was sent by Rudy. You often see them being sold as a sort of cleanup tool for your desk when you are like in an office or something and you want to clean your like keyboard and stuff like that. I don't know how well this would actually work on a keyboard per se, but for the flat surface of my desk when I need to clean up either sprue flash or fibers from tufting or those kinds of things, it's been working fantastically for that. Okay, we need these two pieces first along with this piece. And what we're going to do with those is we're going to put this in like so. And we're going to slide this side in like so. There we go. Okay, and then from there, we need to put these two red pieces together. Don't fight me, thank you. Lovely. Looks like it goes this way. We'll need these large blue chunks as well. Okay, so this is the correct side. I think I want this going in, yeah, this hole. Cool. This I see goes into that. Interesting, got it. And then we're going to put this side on. I am going to put a sticker on in the next step, not this current step. That's what I was checking. Yeah, exactly. It's been working really well on very, very flat areas. Like I said, I would not really recommend it over super uneven areas. Like I said, I think the keyboard thing is a little bit of a missed use of it because it just doesn't feel super effective. But on these flat surfaces, oh, it's been a blessing. Like the entire, I cleaned up the all the fibers from my Seraphon spearhead build when I was using all those tufts and everything. I've used it on the Gundam build here so far. Snap that apart. Get in there. What are you doing? Why are you fighting me? Okay. So I think we're good there. Next. Okay, there we go. It's a little more flush now. Okay. We need to put, I think, a sticker on this. Oh no, we just need to put this in. Okay, let's see. So this is going to go here. Bam. Oh, so lovely. Beautiful. And then we're just wanting to make sure we're getting into the right slots. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Beautiful. I love the wings. I love the shoulders. I love everything about Wing Zero. Gundams are so cool. All right, we do have a couple things left to do though. We do need to put this on, which needs to go specifically facing, aha, I see it's in that gap. I understand where you go. Cool. So that's in place. I approve. That looks great. And then the last thing we need to do is put this little guy in here, which just slots in very nice. You have two questions. Okay. Is Wing Gundam or Gunpla its name, and is it this from an anime or show or a board game? So Gunpla is the product as a whole. Like
Model Gundams are called Gunpla.
Yes.
Japanese term, similar to cosplay, how it has that kind of vibe. But yeah, so Gundam is an anime and manga series in Japan, and any model of the mechs, the big robots from Gundam, are called Gunpla. This suit in particular is named Wing. It is a Gundam, so you add that on as its last name, so it's Wing Gundam. And the show is named after it because it's the Heero suit.
Yes.
So the show is called Gundam Wing.
Yep, exactly. Thank you. I knew you'd be able to explain that in a more concise way than I would be able to, because I'm like, I can answer
Because I made that title, when I set up the stream for it, I made the title as silly, confusing sounding as I could.
Excellent.
Painting Hero's first Wing Gundam from Gundam Wing.
Yeah, I saw the painting Heroes first, but I didn't see
assembling.
I didn't read the full thing, so good to know. Oh, get in there. There we go. Smush.
That's not uncommon.
It's what I've had to do because, like, my these fingers hurt.
Oh, I get it. That's why it's nice you have the slight foam.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's been good. Okay, so I built that. Right, blue pieces. What's the next step? What's the next step? There we go. That goes there.
I will add one more bit of confusion to the naming.
Yes.
If you are building a model robot from the Gundam franchise, it is called Gunpla. Even though within the show, most of the robots are not actually Gundams.
Yes.
Because it's very specific. Gundams are always the hero unit.
Yes.
And they always have something special about them. Different series have it be very different things, although almost always it has to do with the fact that the pilots need to be evolved in some way, normally exposure to outer space, to be able to pilot them. This has resulted in a lot of them having quasi-psychic links to their pilots. Even the original Gundam.
Exactly. What is happening here?
I don't know.
You're good. You just aren't closing all the way. Why aren't you closing?
Might be some fluff in the way.
Yeah, there might be. Maybe some.
You didn't put it backwards, did you?
No, it's definitely not backwards.
Be my strength.
Maybe. Hold on. Oh. Sorry. Let me turn that off. Yeah, no, because that's sitting where it needs to. It's just that these... Yeah, can you try pushing those two pieces together? It's just not quite sitting. It's going to be covered, so it's not a huge deal if it's not fully flush, but...
Yeah, I mean, I think that might just be as tight as it's getting.
Okay. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, I think that might just literally be the... Yeah, it does kind of look like there's a bit of plastic in between.
Okay, well then let me see if I can get it.
If you look at it that way.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Might also just be slightly off.
Like, if something's going to go over it, I think it's going to clamp it.
I think, yeah, it should be clamp it, so it should be fine. Okay, yeah, because this piece is going over top of it.
That's what I was saying,
yeah.
so...
Alright, well then let's get... Oh, this might be the other thing. It needs the red piece in.
And that's not in yet.
Yeah, and I forgot to do that.
Was that supposed to go in first?
Yeah, it's fine. It's popping hard enough for me. There we go.
It's gonna be an interesting edit.
Oh, let me turn this back on. All right, there we go. Bam. There we go. And get in there, little buddy.
I have no idea what was happening this entire time.
I was talking about it enough, and they saw me build the other one. All right, I do want to get this. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now I can pop this in place. Bam. There we go. There we go. Looking good. I put you upside down.
Damn it.
Damn it. I flipped it around and then flipped it back around when I flipped it. Flip, 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 flip. No, wait, am I doing this correctly? I know I'm doing, oh, okay, no, I had it incorrect.
Oh my god.
Listen, trial and error is a part of the...
Except this isn't trial and error. This is trial, correct, think it's an error, undo the correction, oh wait, never mind, undo the undo.
Okay, because it needs
That's
to go...
not trial and error.
You're right, okay. Because it definitely wants to go that way. It's because it's got this slightly weird curve to it.
Well, I'm sorry. Nature just makes some of us that way.
I understand. I'm not criticizing.
Like you were criticizing.
Okay, well, I mean, I was criticizing, but not in like in a.
Hmm.
Okay, I was fine.
Fine.
All right, there we go. Okay, I got it, guys. It all looks good. Excellent. All right, and then last but not least, we put this piece on, and then we got one little O-ring.
Oh.
Boop, 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 boop. There we go.
As I say, that fit on fine, but I think your feather stuff is fitting great.
I think so too. All right, and then this goes there with a little slot going into the gap, which it's very lovely. And then this gets slotted in there. Bam! Do a little bit of smoothing. Looks pretty good. There's a little milk. And it offends me. There. Our two shoulder pieces. So now we have basically the entire upper body situated. Ta-da! Because there's, as far as I can tell, yeah, there's nothing else that happens. What's going to happen is these are going to slide through this.
Hey, no spoilers.
And then we'll attach the arms, and it'll be very cool. So would you like me to keep going, or would you like, it's 4 o'clock.
I was gonna say, that's sort of up to you on what you want to do at this point.
I mean, I definitely want to keep building. Like, I want to do some more building today. I guess the question is, what do we want to do for dinner?
I was gonna eat leftovers.
You were gonna do leftovers. Okay, that's fine with me.
It's fine if you want to keep doing it. Next part, I think, is the wings.
Yeah, let me go ahead. I'll build one of the wings on camera, see what time it is by that point, and then that way, if we do want to record separately the other one, I think that works. I'm gonna zoom back out because we're gonna be working with slightly bigger pieces now.
Yeah, the plan is, folks, we'll have the full build video for this model out this weekend.
Yes, that is the goal. I think that looks pretty good.
Yeah, I can also switch it to auto and back.
Yeah, no, I think we're pretty good.
Okay.
right, so just gonna move all my pieces off to this side, do a little put the vacuum. More of those fibers up. All right, let's take a look at the wings. We need E. Which number are these? SP. So this is C1 and C2. Okay. Does it tell me? I assume. Let's see. C1 and 2, C3 and 4. Okay, so 3 and 4 are the ones I'm going to need first. So this is the sprue I'll need first. We need these two. We also need some pieces off of E. This is the one I need first.
Oh, I see.
Is that 3 and 4?
Yeah.
That's 1 and 2, so. Okay, E. This one. Okay. We need 39 off of this. $39. Let's go ahead and get our rings off of this. Three. Excuse me. Number 3 goes on this side. Number 4. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm flipping things out off of these kits and everything, I always try to keep the pieces on the side. Like, I follow basically the layout in the book to help give myself a little bit of guidance of like, okay, where do I need things? A little bit in here. Keep it out of the way. So we have E39. We do need J, which I think is this red one. You J? Yes, you are. J, 7, and 8. 7, 8. Oh my gosh. Bubblegum Crisis? I haven't thought about in ages. What a classic. I am not going to be painting this particular one, thinking again, but my next build that I do, because I do want to do some more Gunpla builds, I would like to try painting it. This one is just a kit that I've been sitting on for a really long time, and it's one that I've wanted to build for ages, but just haven't really found a good opportunity to. And because Gundam's having a little bit of an explosion right now, I was like, heck, let's do it. Let's build this Wing Gundam, because Gundam Wing is the first series that got me into mecha anime. And so I really want to just kind of pay a little homage to it. So what I will be doing on this one is I will be panel lining it, which I've also never done before. And I figured that's a kind of a good start to just kind of feel how that vibes. And then after that, I might do a paint job or at least weathering. Like, I definitely want to try enhancing it in some way. Whether I do a full paint job, I haven't decided, but I definitely want to do something because, like I said, I think weathering would be really cool. Okay, so we have those pieces. We're gonna also need some things off of K, which I believe is blue. Oh, God. I muddled this. Okay. All right, so I need K, 10, 7, and 7. Here's 7. And 10. Okay. I.
What?
Oh, nothing. I was saying the letter or the number I. No, the letter I. I said that correctly the first time. The letter I, because that was the sprue letter that I needed.
I see.
Okay, so we now have that. E25. E25. There we go. J 13 and 14. Okay. All right, 13 and 14. And then do we need, okay, we don't need any more off of J. However, I do need some from K, so K11. These are such fun shapes. It's one of the like main things that I like about Gunpla in comparison sometimes to tanks. You get some really bizarre shapes out of your pieces for Gunpla because it is, well, a fantasy machine. And I just think that's fun sometimes. All right, so that was 11, right? Yes. So 13 is the other one I need. Then again, you get some really weird materials and like fun materials to work with when you're doing tanks and like airplanes, and goodness knows if you're doing like ships. Ooh, some of the stuff they have to assemble and construct and deal with, beyond my capacity. Too much
Rigging.
well, riggings, yes, but like specifically it's because it's all etched metal or whatever. It's the it's
Brass.
yeah, it's that etched brass stuff that it's so thin and small and just delicate. Very intimidating stuff. Okay. I think I now have all of the pieces I will need for this wing assembly. So let's go ahead and start cleaning some stuff up. Hello, Brain in a Jar Studio. Okay. Ooh. That is not one I want to clip, but that one is. Okay, that looks pretty clean. I think we're good there. I think we got all of our flash off. Okay, don't clip that one. That's not one to clip. I'm gonna need a vacuum. Because, oh my god, these last couple pieces, all of them have just flown off wildly. What is going on? Maybe if I do this. Okay, that one fell to the ground. Okay, there. Okay, we're looking good. That piece. Let's move on to these red pieces. You mean the mold lines? Yes. Not like all of them. If they're not super egregious, then no. And since I'm not painting these, definitely not focusing on it nearly as much. But when it's on a miniature and such, I do try to remove all the mold lines. Or flash lines, however you want to call them. Yay! I'm glad YouTube recommended you something worth watching. Some lovely Gunpla building. You know what's something that I'm again kind of surprised there hasn't been overlap in? I wish BattleTech had Gunpla.
That's sort of surprising.
Like I would love.
Well, surely, like Macross did.
I do think Macross has some model kits, and I know hell Blue or not Blue Lagoon. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Black
Lagoon, yeah.
Lagoon
I mean, every anime with a vehicle does, yeah.
had some as well. But it would be really cool to me because like I feel like a lot I basically what I'm trying to get at is I feel like a lot of other mech anime never got Gunpla. Partially because Gunpla is dominated by Bandai and, therefore Gundam in the Gundam series. But I'm really surprised that there was never a attempt by like say Armored Core or
Armored Core has models.
oh, do they have some models?
Absolutely. Most mecha things do.
Oh, do they? Are they like so are they just not done by Bandai?
Correct.
It's okay.
Yeah, you want Metal Gears, they have those. You
Oh,
want
really?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about
You
the
want
Metal
the Armored
Gears.
Core mechs, they make those, yeah.
Okay, well then I need them to get on
But
making.
it's mostly not imported.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a shame. I'm wondering why they like. I wonder why they. I guess they're just not popular enough. Such a bummer. Well, if I'm ever in Japan, I guess I know what I'm looking for.
Oh, yes.
Like,
The shipping cost is what would get us, because it would be the same thing that gets everyone else.
yeah, I know. Goodness, it really would. I just want to buy a bunch of toys. I just want to go to Japan and buy a bunch of toys. Oh yeah, Tao is totally inspired by Robotech. I mean, Tao is literally GW going, oh, we see that mech anime is really popular. We can add that into our universe. Okay, I think we are just looking quickly at a glance. We are flash free on all of our pieces. So let's just do our cleanup of some sanding to smooth things down, make sure everything fits well. Armored Core is now Bandai? Oh, okay.
Maybe that's why they're making them.
I thought Armored Core was
From Software might
FromSoft.
develop the game, but
Oh,
you
but
gotta
maybe
remember how
Bandai.
merchandise works.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Also, Dark Souls is a Bandai
Oh, okay. I actually didn't realize that.
game.
Got it. Okay, well then, yeah. It recommended you one of my videos from 4 years ago. That's hilarious. Don't watch it. It's probably
Yeah.
probably it's probably embarrassing for me, so don't watch it. God, 4 years ago? That must be like my earliest stuff. Is it a vlog? What did it recommend you? Well, yeah, that makes sense because if Elden Ring is also FromSoft or FromSoft. Okay, those are clean. Let's move on. Huh. I wonder if I know sometimes like if we catch up on, the YouTubers we watch, it'll start and like if we're up to date with all their current stuff, it does sometimes start to throw back their older content because they're like, well, you like this person and you haven't watched this yet. So maybe you should. And it's like something from like 6 years ago or something ridiculous. Uh that's something I should do is I need to go back and like cringe at my own stuff.
That would
Bad I would how bad I used to be as presenting. I mean, I'm still not the best at presenting, but I feel like I've gotten a lot better about it. Way less book reporty than I used to be. Wait, Bandai is also publishing a vampire game that has devs from The Witcher 3 developing on it? That's cool. Like vampires and vampire like White Wolf vampire, or is it tied to Vampire? That one like vampire game that came out a couple years ago.
I don't think that was them.
You don't think Bandai did that one? That's fair. Didn't Robotech get a remaster or something? Not super recently, but like,
And there was like a version of it, I think that came out maybe 10 years ago.
yeah, I thought so.
The cheating levels out of Skyrim.
What levels are you cheating out of it?
82 at this point.
Oh, nice. Wait, like that's your level of?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
There's an old exploit with alteration you can use for it.
Oh. That makes sense. I could believe that. Ah, that's fun. We're on season 5 of Angel because we've gone back and watched that because I never watched Angel back when I was a kid. I watched all of Buffy. Loved it. Although Buffy is like my least favorite character at this point, especially after having watched Angel. Um, and no, Angel is not my favorite character. He's up there. He's grown on me. Spike is still great though, and he's in there now, and I'm loving it. But season 5 has been great, and watching it just makes me go, is this Joss Whedon's World of Darkness campaign? Is he just telling the story of what happened in one of his games? Because it kind of feels like it. Like, I will admit, the Angelverse part of Joss Whedon's Buffyverse feels very World of Darkness. I mean, Buffy kind of feels World of Darkness too with how they handle the vampires and stuff in that, but Jack already got tuna. He's fine. He's not even up here. And he can stay asleep downstairs. That's cool. I already fed him anyways. Luke, you were literally here when I fed him earlier. I went on a be right back like mode for it. What are you talking about? And don't worry, I'll get some chips with dinner. Looking good. A little bit dusty. A little bit dusty. No, these are not 3D printed. This is a kit from Bandai. It's the Ver.Ka, like Ver.Ka edition of the Wing Gundam. It is one of their master grade series. But there are some pretty cool 3D printable kits out there, though. Not something I've actually looked into. Because honestly, I feel like on one hand, certain types of 3D printing, I mean, because you can definitely print in like colored plastics and stuff. You don't have to just do it in gray. So you could even get the same effect here where they give you the various colors pre-done. I just don't know if it would be the same. You're building a gun tank right now? Like the one from OG Gundam? That's literally a tank with like a torso. Yeah, I've only built a couple master grades in my experience. It's mostly been the smaller grade because I used to build a lot more of these things when I was younger. And I will admit the more advanced ones when I was a kid intimidated the crap out of me. Um like I've actually had this kit I think since high school. Maybe early college, but I'm pretty sure like late high school. And I've never built it. I really like the sculpts. I think Gundam does a really good job, and the higher grade you get for their kits, the higher quality the models will be. There are some that I've seen, and I don't know what grade it is because I don't remember specifically, but you can find it on YouTube because Adam Savage did a tested episode about it. But he was sent a version of a Gundam kit where there was like literal articulation on Sprew. Like pieces were moving and already articulated on Sprew. It was insane. So like the printing quality of what Gundam does or what Bandai does with this product is mind blowing at this point. Like it's crazy what they've accomplished. But then again, I think that same thing when I build like certain Tamiya kits as well. I'm like, whoa, this is so different from like the Merkava that I built, which is from the 80s. So, I mean, there's just been insane advancements in model building over the last couple of years. So, if you're into that kind of thing, or you haven't, or if you used to be on that kind of thing and you want to get back into it, but you want like maybe a more of a challenge or things to feel a little bit different while still having some nostalgia, I do think there's probably some good kits out there for you that will give you a good challenge and change things up. Hello, Enter Alter Ego. How are you doing today? Welcome to the chat. I think that's good. I think we have just like these last 3 pieces. Your name does seem vaguely familiar, but I apologize. I'm not remembering specifically where I know you from, but your name is familiar to me. I also have a crap memory, so do apologize if like don't try not to take offense to that. I'm doing pretty well myself. Chat seems like they've been having a pretty good day so far, for the most part. All right, speaking of doing things, let's get some of these pieces cleaned up or out of the way so that I can do a little vacuum. Mm-hmm. The little rattle of all those little chunks being stuffed up is very satisfying. All right, there we go. Probably want to empty that soon. All right, let's get our pieces back down here. I'm going to leave us a little bit wider for this because we're just dealing with some bigger, chunkier pieces. I don't need the shoulder. Why did I grab that? Because I wasn't thinking. Ah, excellent. Okay, that might be where I was like, there's possibly a couple places I might know you from, but don't want to call out in case it's something you don't want called out. So, but thank you for the support there. Okay, we need. I think this is actually the right side. Look, go me. Oh my god, it is. Go me. All right, I grabbed the correct thing first. I need this to go like not into this one. It goes into this side. Okay. This slot? Yes. All right, and then we need to put. Okay, before we do that, let's get J8. J7 and J8. Ah, these 2 pieces, okay. We're gonna press those together. I know, right? They're so good. Nice. What's your favorite thing that you've 3D printed? Like as an alt? Like do you have a particular 3D printer that you like to not the machine itself, but like the STL, is that what they're called?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like do you have a specific STL maker that you really like to get from or do you make them yourself? Like, do you sculpt yourself? Most of the stuff that I've gotten has been off of like My Manufactory and a couple other places. Oh, well, thank you. Really appreciate that, Alter Ego. All right, I've got that into place. That's looking good. Let's kind of clean that up a smidge. Okay. So that looks smooth. This is gonna go in here, it looks like. Aha, okay, so yeah, that goes there. And then we're gonna slap these two together. And by slap, I mean we're gonna snap. Oh, you didn't make a satisfying snap sound. Ooh, a steel forge would be awesome. I feel like that requires a lot of space. But again, a lot of things require a lot of space, don't they? Okay. I'm feeling pretty good. How we're looking. I got a little bit of a gap, but I don't know if that's just the plastic or if that is me. I don't think it's me. I think I've got it pressed in as much as I can. Okay, let's keep putting other pieces in, and I think that'll probably situate us. Welcome to the channel, Rodri Lean. If I pronounced that incorrectly, I am so sorry, but welcome to the channel. Okay, so we have this in place, and I am confident, I say unconfidently, that I've done it correctly. Okay, let's keep going. All right, we need this big piece here, which is going to go like that. Okay. And then we'll take this piece on the other side, clamp it together. Lovely. So cool. Okay, we're looking good there. We do need this piece, I see, to slot in right here. I noticed a little bit of a mold line. So let's try to smooth that away before we shove this into place. I saw, oh, it wasn't Kevlar, it was nylon. I saw somebody doing printing. Oh, actually, I think it was Adam Savage. Can you tell I watch a lot of Tested? I saw Savage. He got recently some 3D printers that use nylon to print, and it's wild. And that made me like you talking about printing with or doing stuff with Teflon made me think of that. Okay, let's get this popped in. I think we're secure. So cool. All right. So we have that. We're looking good. A little bit of a blemish there. Let's see if we can clean that up. You can just tell where it was connected to the sprue. I'm just going to see if I can smooth that down. Ooh, very cool. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I need to look into some Armored Core kits because, like, their mechs look really cool. And I think building some of those would also be very fun. It might also be, like, aesthetically at least a very different vibe because, like, Gundam, I feel like, I mean, you can get some that are a bit more military, less saturated color tones. But if you're going for, like, you know, your hero models, they're gonna tend to be pretty bold and colorful, right? And doing something that's a little bit more realistic. Doing something that's a little bit more realistic, I think, could be kind of fun, and I feel like Armored Core would do that. All right, let me go ahead and get this back on. All right, so this is good. Now we need this piece, which they said to pay attention to. I see. It goes in here. It looks... Okay, so the wing is facing this way. It's telling me that this hole needs to go there, so it must be like that. Aha, yes, that does make sense because it's also clipping against that. Cool, perfect. Now, these two red pieces are going to go into these two holes here. Cool. That looks great. And then these two are going to go here. Aha, okay. To give that a little bit more support. I was wondering if that was, because I don't remember that connection point being so exposed in some of the other versions of this same kit that I've, well, not the same kit, but it's the same Gundam. Because can you believe that I'm a massive sucker for building Gundam Wing Gundams? Gunpla kits? Probably not. All right, am I doing this correct? What is... Something is wrong with this piece. So let me get these out, preferably without breaking anything. There we go. Okay, what is happening on this side? Pop out there, dear. Pop out. Get. There we go. Okay. What did I do wrong here? I don't feel like, oh, maybe, aha. I see. That's the thing that you were having me want to pay more attention to. No, but okay, wait, so I did do it correctly. I put the long side in. I just didn't push it all the way in because I don't use enough strength, guys. All right, let's try this again. That goes into there. That goes in. Oh my God, look, it's sealed. No, I am not on that as well. Okay, we have one final piece to go on, and I'm pretty sure it goes like that. And we have our wing built, which is fantastic. And in theory, I'm curious how this is going to attach with the backpack. Okay, I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure there's a backpack that goes with this that we'll end up needing to build, but we have the first half of his wings built. Now I'll be building the rest of, well, definitely the wings and probably the leg and stuff. Most of, I think, the rest of this work is gonna be done off camera. But we are...
It'll be in the video this weekend.
Yes, it will be in the video this weekend, though. So if you want to see the rest of the build, want to see how the final model comes together, and to see how my first experimentation with panel lining goes, then please do feel free to tune in to the video that's coming out this weekend. I'm very excited for it. It should be fun. hopefully it ends up looking really, really cool. I've never done panel lining before, so I don't think it's super hard. Seems pretty straightforward and seems fairly easy to clean up if I do make a mistake, but I'm a little nervous, so cheer me on, and I'll see you guys this weekend with the new video. I will be back. What's today? Today's Tuesday, so I will be back on.
We were going to be back on Thursday.
Yes, we probably will still be back on Thursday. I don't know if we're going to be doing a hobby stream specifically. This should be done, so this will not.
Yeah,
if we do,
yeah,
we might just. We also could open some cards. I also could start building my Imperial Legionalis miniatures as well. So that might be what we do on Thursday. But expect another stream on Thursday that will be happening either at 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because that's when we like to do stuff. And then I'll see you guys on Friday for some more Rogue Trader. In which case we should. I think we need to go back to Dragonis for my ceremony finally, because I think that popped off. I need to double check, but that might be what we do on Friday. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hope you guys are as well. And thank you so much for joining me today. It was lovely to have you all in stream. Hope you guys enjoyed.
May I ask you a question before you fully sign off?
Yes.
Do you want to play Rogue Trader tonight, or you want to work on this tonight?
I think I want to work on this some more tonight. Honestly, I would love to play some Rogue Trader, but I want to prioritize getting more of this done. And I think that is the smarter thing to do. So, because I don't want to post, like, have the video end up being postponed or anything. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm going to focus on getting this done. But what might end up happening, depending on how quickly I'm able to finish the build portion tomorrow, I might consider doing a Rogue Trader stream tomorrow night. Once this is done. Yeah. I think that's a probably more likely bet. And if that were to happen, it would probably be my guess would probably be a 7 p.m. start time if we were going to do something tomorrow night. So if you're interested, keep an eye out for that. I'll try to make a post about it to let you guys know if that ends up happening. But I don't think I'm going to end up doing streaming tonight. I think I'm going to just focus on getting more of this built. Because I at least want to get the other wing done tonight. And then it looks like after that, and then probably the backpack. So probably get that done. And then maybe save the legs for tomorrow, along with the panel lining. But cool. Yeah, I think that's my plan. Now that we've hashed that out with you guys, enjoying a little bit of behind the scenes planning action. Anyways, you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Have a lovely hobby night.